What's up guys, this is Merc Music and I have a different type of video for you guys today. In the past with Call of Duty, I've talked about different concepts that have existed for quite some time. We're talking about things like the Call of Duty cycle, the Call of Duty formula, and Call of Duty's identity crisis. And since we're starting to get some information about the upcoming leaks for Call of Duty 2021 being Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, I wanted to talk about these concepts a bit more because for some reason, I'm starting to get worried about the next Call of Duty game being a World War II game, which is what the franchise actually started with. So as of lately, I've been looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you dumbass, why do you not want a World War II Call of Duty game? Around the time of Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare, you would have been so thrilled to get a World War II game, right? And if we look back at some of the older videos, I was absolutely thrilled for Call of Duty World War II. And then that game happened. So instead of doing a more typical Call of Duty video, I wanted to dive more deeply into some of these really fundamental concepts about what makes Call of Duty games good and bad. The first thing we all need to do is get a refresher on what a lot of these different terms mean. Like, what is a Call of Duty formula? What is the Call of Duty cycle? This Call of Duty cycle picture is basically a meme that has been around for years and years and has actually been pretty spot on. To put it simply, it just describes how our enjoyment for the newest Call of Duty games end up dying pretty quickly, and then we get really excited for the next one, ultimately to just repeat the cycle and kind of be let down. But what's really interesting is that not every single Call of Duty game fits this mold. As a matter of fact, there have been Call of Duty games that you just want to keep playing for years and years on end. And what's really interesting is that the games that typically break this cycle and have a lot of replay value end up selling more copies than some of the other games that stay within the cycle. And then of course you have the infamous Call of Duty formula. This is something that people within the Call of Duty community kind of came up with, but then Activision themselves said that there was a Call of Duty formula.
How did Call of Duty become such a phenomenon? I've been asked to decode the secret sauce of Call of Duty countless times. Holy shit!
It basically makes me think that there's a checklist and Activision's over there ticking off the boxes for every little feature that a Call of Duty game has to have in order to be considered a Call of Duty game. This could be things like the game has to have 60 FPS, it has to be fast paced. I'm not too sure about having a campaign after Black Ops 4. But ultimately, the Call of Duty formula is like Activision's grocery list for what the game has to have.
You better not forget those fucking brownies.
And lately there has been a newer kind of concept that's been talked about, which is Call of Duty's identity crisis. The basis behind this is that Call of Duty started off as a World War II shooter and then it evolved into being a modern military shooting game. And then after Black Ops 2, when they released Call of Duty Ghosts and started to see the sales decline pretty sharply, that's when they made Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare. Making the 3 Call of Duty games with exosuits was their attempts to breathe some fresh life into the series, try to get some more sales, and try to reinvigorate the community. But ultimately at the time, this idea didn't really go over as planned. Advanced Warfare definitely turned some heads. It was definitely met with some pretty critical reviews of the game as well. And then of course after that you had Black Ops 3, which was presumed to be like a direct successor after Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, but it kind of became its own game. And at the time, Black Ops 3 ended up passing Modern Warfare 3 sales record at the time, and it generated a shit ton of money for Activision. Even though we might have differing opinions about these 3 different games, Black Ops 3 was basically the pinnacle of it all. And then came Infinite Warfare. Now don't get me wrong, Infinite Warfare had a good campaign, and I have fun just kind of goofing around on the multiplayer. But the game's trailer got dislike bombed into oblivion. When Infinite Warfare was fresh and it first came out, I had very strong feelings about the game, definitely leaning more on the negative side. And I feel like a lot of that frustration at the time was because we were not getting the Call of Duty games that most of the community was wanting. They did bundle Modern Warfare Remastered with Infinite Warfare, but we wanted to get a new boots on the ground Call of Duty game that went back to the roots. Now here's the thing. Since Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare, we have not gotten a brand new EXO Call of Duty game, a futuristic one. Since these games, we've gotten Call of Duty World War II, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 2019, and Black Ops Cold War. It's pretty clear that they've been listening to the fans and they've been trying to deliver games that they think the community is going to like. The reason this is so fascinating to me is because initially, people really opposed the futuristic EXO Call of Duty games, but now I feel like people aren't as opposed to them, myself included. And that's ultimately the main reason I'm sitting here and making this video, because the next Call of Duty game is potentially going to be a classic World War II Call of Duty game, and I don't really want that. Weirdly enough, I would kind of prefer to see Advanced Warfare 2 or Infinite Warfare 2. My mind is playing Boggle right now. I have no clue why that's what I want instead of a more traditional Call of Duty game. Or maybe there's a catch. Maybe I actually do know why I don't want World War II Vanguard. So let's get into this. Today, I actually want to introduce to you guys a new concept called the Call of Duty X Factor. It's something that we definitely have all realized about certain Call of Duty games, but maybe we didn't have a term to associate it with. So that's why I'm coming up with the Call of Duty X Factor. I know, what an original name. But after I explain exactly what this is, I'm hoping that it will stick with you guys. The Call of Duty X Factor states that every single Call of Duty game follows the formula, but there's always going to be at least one feature in each game that is going to make it stand out and be different than the rest of the Call of Duty games. So what we're gonna do now is take a look at every single Call of Duty game and figure out what was the X factor of that Call of Duty game, what made it stand out and what made it unique. Because typically the Call of Duty X factor is also the main reason why people want to go back and play that game. In fairness, I'm not going to start with the original Call of Duty 2, or Call of Duty 3 because those are not games that I started with. So I don't really want to step out of line and say something that might not really be true. But starting with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I have played every single Call of Duty game since. So that's where we'll start. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. COD 4's old school mode is something we haven't seen in a very long time, but it was extremely fun. You would spawn in with a Scorpion and an M9 with extra health, higher jump heights, and you had to try to pick up better weapons or perks off the ground in order to get more kills and win the game. It took Call of Duty's base multiplayer and it made it more like Halo, and it was pretty fun to play. But what old school mode also did was it exposed how many glitches there were in the maps, but it turned out that the maps might have actually been designed to accompany the old school mode. Old school mode just had a lot of depth, a lot of replay value, and it was very unique at the time. Call of Duty World at War. A lot of people look at World at War as just a World War II reskin of Call of Duty 4. To be fair, that's kind of a bad take, because if you bought World at War when it was first out and you played through the entire campaign, you were greeted with a brand new mode to the Call of Duty series called Zombies. That's right, guys. The X factor for World at War was the fact that it introduced zombies to the Call of Duty community, which is fucking huge, and you have to respect World at War for that. At the time, Zombies was a mode that was going to be scrapped by Activision, but it was something that Treyarch was just doing for fun in their free time, and it ended up growing into this massive, amazing thing. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Oddly enough, I think people come back to Modern Warfare 2 for three things: one-man army noob tubing, trick shotting, and the customizable kill streaks. These three things alone are the main reasons why a lot of people will still go back to play Modern Warfare 2 even in 2021. One-man army noob tubing is fun, casual, and stupid. This is something that was extremely annoying when Modern Warfare 2 was in its prime, and they could have easily patched it, but they didn't. And it's because a lot of people have fun doing it, even in 2021. And then of course you have the birth of trick shotting, and really the birth of FaZe. Modern Warfare 2 is undoubtedly the home to trick shotting, and a lot of that had to do with the weird animations that you could create with like the tac knife pistols and some of the shotguns. It was all about the style points, bro. But another thing that was really innovative about Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer at the time was the addition of customizable kill streaks, and most specifically the nuke. Going for a nuke in Modern Warfare 2 added so much replay value to the multiplayer. There's so many different guns and kill streak setups you could run to try to go for the nukes, and I think the best part about getting a nuke in Modern Warfare 2 is that it would end the game. It felt so satisfying to get a nuke and win the game in Modern Warfare 2, and I think that's Modern Warfare 2's biggest X factor. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Without a doubt, it's wager matches. In Black Ops 1, you would earn COD points by doing contracts or playing the multiplayer, and again, this is not Call of Duty points you buy. This was a currency they created that would allow you to unlock camos and other things like that. Now, obviously, the safest way to earn COD points was to just play the game and do contracts, but if you wanted to get more COD points really fast, you'd have to wager up a certain amount of COD points depending on the type of mode you play, with High Roller ultimately being the highest stakes. You'd have to wager 10,000 COD points to play High Roller, 20,000 if everyone doubled down, and ultimately, if you won a wager match, you could get 60,000 COD points, which would get you gold camo. It was very innovative at the time, it was very fun, it brought in some really fun new game modes into Black Ops 1, and it added a lot of replay value. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I feel like this one might be up for debate, but I'm gonna go with the community playlists. The community playlists in Modern Warfare 3 added some really fun game modes like Infected, All or Nothing. In that playlist, they did bring back Gun Game, but I would argue it wasn't as good as Black Ops 1. But I still feel like the community playlist in Modern Warfare 3 is what added a lot of replay value, and a lot of people enjoyed playing Infected, especially on Modern Warfare 3. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You could definitely make an argument for league play here, but I'm going to go with the branching storylines in Black Ops 2's campaign. It had never been done before in a Call of Duty game, and I think it added a lot of replay value to the campaign. At this point, for me personally, I wasn't replaying Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 3's campaign that much, because once you beat it, that was basically it. At the time, I didn't really see a need to keep playing the campaign, but Black Ops 2 changed that. You could customize your loadout in Black Ops 2's campaign, and there were different endings based off of your actions, which was awesome. Call of Duty Ghosts. I think we all know what I'm gonna go with here. Stonehaven. Just kidding. I mean, honestly, I can't really think of too much for Ghosts. Gun Game? No, I've got nothing. I'm drawing blanks. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now hear me out, guys. Advanced Warfare's X factor is the exosuits. If you bought Advanced Warfare when it was new, this was going to be the first Call of Duty game that you played that had 3D movement. You could boost up super high into the sky, and you could dash side to side, backwards, forwards. You could slam down on the ground and crush people with your feet. You could exo punch them into oblivion. Advanced Warfare was a direct response to Call of Duty Ghosts being too slow paced, so they really cranked it up, and allowed you to move around the map extremely fast with this exosuit. Obviously, the opposition to that was that the game was too fast-paced and too all over the place and just kind of crazy. But without a doubt, Advanced Warfare is the birthplace of the exosuit. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I personally feel like Black Ops 3 has two different X factors. There's the zombies mode, which it just had incredible zombies maps. But the other X factor for Black Ops 3 is that they brought back mod support on PC. Now, it took some time to do that, but the modding community for Black Ops 3 is insane, and they're still making content for the game. Mod support for Black Ops 3 has added so much replay value, and it keeps the game alive. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I think what Infinite Warfare at least did better than Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 was having a more fair microtransaction system. I don't want to necessarily say that it adds a lot of replay value to Infinite Warfare, but I think for some people it might have done that. They might have felt like Infinite Warfare's multiplayer was more fair to play because it was a little bit easier to get access to these variants, and instead of having brand new guns locked away in RNG supply drops, you could actually work towards getting the base variants for free. Call of Duty World War II. Call of Duty World War II brought back War from World at War, but it actually is a completely different mode. Oh my god, to be fair, the original War mode in World at War I think also counts as an X factor. Let's put that one back in. But yeah, for COD World War II, this was a very unique and fun mode to play, and it definitely added a lot of replay value to the game. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. The X factor for Black Ops 4 is that the game was multiplayer only. They decided to not do a campaign, and to be fair, they introduced Blackout, which was the first battle royale we've ever gotten for Call of Duty.
Too bad I didn't like it.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. There's potentially a couple of things that really stood out about Modern Warfare 2019. It was the death of season passes for Call of Duty, and they brought in the battle pass system. We got 64-player ground war and also gunfight, which popularized 1v1s and 2v2s, and I think 3v3s. I didn't play a lot of gunfight, but and not too long after Modern Warfare's launch, we also got Warzone, a free-to-play battle royale that uses the weapons of Modern Warfare. So yeah, Modern Warfare 2019 surprisingly has a lot of replay value. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I got nothing. No. For Black Ops Chili Corn Dog fight, I think I'd have to go with Outbreak Zombies. It is the one thing that is still binding me to this game. I mean, other than that, the multiplayer is pretty boring, at least in its current state, which is what brings us to the next Call of Duty game, Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. I don't know if this is exactly how you guys are feeling about it, but it's just my opinion. It's gonna be very difficult for a World War II Call of Duty game in the year 2021 to really innovate or have a lot of replay value or be just that fun or exciting to play. And I've already said this multiple times, but my biggest fear is that they're going to make a World War II game just to put those guns into Warzone. On the flip side, if the next Call of Duty game is Advanced Warfare 2 or Infinite Warfare 2, they could then just use that to put laser guns into Warzone. But ultimately, whatever Call of Duty 2021 is going to be, it's going to have some kind of X factor, something that's going to bring something new to the table, truly innovate, and be unique. And that's the main reason I'm worried, because I feel like if the game is in the World War II era, it's not going to be able to bring anything new. In general, there have been so many World War II FPS games, it's kind of just been overdone at this point. And since we haven't gotten a futuristic or exo Call of Duty game in about 4 or 5 years, it's kind of overdue. This is why we're at a fork in the road. It's basically how Activision shot themselves in the foot with a Morris sniper rifle. By moving further away from Call of Duty's original identity of being a World War II or modern military shooting game and adding futuristic Call of Duty games, people are inevitably going to want to see more of that at some point. What's so funny about all of this is that one of the main things I learned by shitting on Infinite Warfare so hard is that there are actually a lot of people who love that game. And since I've seen so many people actually kind of bands together and go after me for hating on the game, it's kind of made me a little bit more sympathetic and compassionate towards the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna poke fun at that game because, I mean, there are things to poke fun at. The supply drop robot vending machine fucking cracks me up, and you're not gonna take that away from me. But I'm not gonna just blindly shit on the game or hate it for what it is. But that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary talking about the Call of Duty X Factor, and I definitely want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think the X Factors in each Call of Duty game are? And do you personally want to see the next Call of Duty game be Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, or do you want to see something different? And with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did and you want to see some more Call of Duty videos like this one, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys later.
I don't need to die, bitch.